Hello there, world of tankers. I'm Blitz, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about the Chieftain Mark 6. This is one of the most requested tanks you guys want to know about in my comments. I pretty much on every video have somebody saying when is the Mark 6 hitting stores. So here it is, today is your lucky day. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the vehicle, the statistics, everything you do need to know about it, how to play it, and of course, if this 20,000 gold bundle is worth the price. Now you are saving a little bit because it is coming with the camouflage and about 6 million credits worth of equipment, so that is pretty nice. However, you guys just want to hear about the tank. So in today's video, I'm going to be telling you the ups, the downs. There are very few downs on this vehicle, I will say. However, I will be still talking about them. So of course, if you like this type of content, please make sure to click that subscribe button down below. Really does help out the channel. So, getting straight into the Mark 6, what are the bad things? Because I'll start off with the small amount of bad things it has. Well, talking about the armor. First of all, you'll see that it has a cupola on the top, and while it is a smaller cupola, it still can be hit. If you've got an accurate player against you, you're easily going to be penned. I can see the Chieftain spam is already starting. We've got 3 Chieftains in this game. But the turret armor is amazing on itself. You're never going to pen through that turret unless you're in high penetration premium rounds from like tier 10 tank destroyers. So the turret armor is amazing if you keep it aimed at your opponent. That is one thing to keep in mind. This is not a full-on heavy. You do not want to see people running this just right out in front of an IS-4 or an E100 because the Mark 6 doesn't really have armor. It does, but at the same time, it's not like a normal heavy. Like this 111.5A, yeah, it's got a great armor profile. This tank, as long as you hide the lower plate, you hide the weak spots, then it has a great armor profile. But right now, this is sort of the scenario you want to be in. Using your gun depression, and there we go, there goes a 111.5A. Not sure what that player expected to do there, but definitely do not do that if you are in a battle. So we've got the enemy Chieftain here. You can see, just looking at the armor profile, the Chieftain really has 0 armor. Its one big fat weakness on the tank is that it bounces only shells in the upper plate. So never ever push aggressive in this tank unless you are in a hull down position. That is just one tip I can say for the vehicle. As you can see there, ricochets right off of the hull. So I'm going to back up here. I'm actually going to just push. I don't know why the team isn't pushing, judging that they really don't have a lot of tanks here. So I'll take the trades with this Mark 6. That's not really the end of the world. Although this 263 will rip us apart, and yeah, that's a Yag. That will hurt. But again, you can see that upper plate just working like a charm, somehow managing to ricochet that nasty, beefy shell. So we've got the 62A, slam a shell into that. I'm going to back up though, because yeah, that's a lot of nasty right there. I don't want to deal with the Jagdpanzer. I don't want to deal with a lot of those guns. But you can see, as I normally say in most of my Chieftain videos, this is the best gun in Blitz. I honestly feel that this is the most accurate 120mm, and because of that, you literally have the best gun in the game in my opinion. We were not able to hit that guy there. Let's see if we can... Well, you know what? Unfortunately, my PC aim is still on the works here, but I want to get that Yag. Let's see if we can just maybe sneak. No, unfortunately, we cannot sneak a shell into the and there goes my VK. That's never good. Let's see if we can try this again. Nope, still not wanting to pen that 263. This is looking a little bit dire now. We were doing a much better job, but team is falling apart. Not sure what that Sheridan expected to do there, but definitely did not work out in the long run. Now, thankfully, we got a nice shell there, and the Sheridan did take out that 263, but at the same time, my team is kind of falling apart, which, yeah, that's not necessarily very good. Slam a premium shell into the track wheel. I do not want to mess around anymore, and that 62A is going to be annoying for the next hour, I bet. I hate 62As in a position like that, because there's nothing we can really do to it. So that's, again, the issue with this tank is it doesn't have the best armor, so I've got to be careful. I want to make sure that nobody's coming up behind me. That Jagdpanzer can easily whip off a large chunk of my hit points. So I'm going to try and tap this Jag. I'm going to try and just peek out the littlest bit. There we go. And he managed to tap us. So that's my luck. As you can see, it doesn't really have armor on this tank. It's one thing that's very weak. However, at the same time, we are now slamming shell after shell. I think we have enough time to get one more out into this Yag, so let's go for it. There we go. Very happy with that result. So we're at 4,400 damage already, and hopefully my Chieftain over here doesn't fall apart. But I have a feeling that the Bat Chat, yep, there's the tree, and there's the enemy Bat Chat. So let's see if my Chieftain can get him. Come on, or not. Or not. Or don't get him. But, come on, we can get the bat. There we go. Batchet taken care of. Now all that's left is the Jagdpanzer. We still have a teammate, which is good. Always want to have a teammate. Let's see. So we've got the 62A. Yes, Jag. Okay, that Jag just did a savior move. And all that's left is the enemy Jagdpanzer, who, there you go, you can see ricocheted right off my turret, right on the roof, and that was an excellent game to show how to play the Chieftain Mark 6. We did 5,398 damage, bounced a lot of shells, played it in the correct position, and while I may be a little bit noob on PC, you can see the Chieftain Mark 6 is one of the strongest tanks in the correct position. But notice how I said correct, because again, I cannot stress this enough. If you're expecting this vehicle to just be a brawling heavy tank, the enemy Mark 6 tried to do that, and you saw what happened. Absolutely fell apart, pushed right out in the open, and I was able to slam shell after shell into his lower plate. The Mark 6 does not have a lower plate armor profile. In fact, if you just want to pen the tank, literally shoot it in the track wheel. Not only are you going to stop it dead in its tracks, but you're also going to damage it. Just one little tip if you are going up against a Mark 6. Now the gun, as I've said, is, in my opinion, the best gun in the entire game, just because it's got such an amazing shell velocity, it doesn't miss its shots, it's got great APCR pen, and for the premium APCR pen, and as well, it shoots HESH. Now unfortunately, I didn't really get to show you guys the HESH in that last game because I didn't really need it. However, if we are in a scenario here, maybe the Vickers CR, the WT, maybe the Leopard, I will try and show you guys the HESH on how amazing it is. But I'm going to be pushing my tank, again, into a little bit of an aggressive position, but at the same time, I do have gun depression positions here, so I can be a little bit more careful, just making sure that nobody's pushed there. Then we can take a look, because they do have a bit of a medium lineup as well. Alright, so there is a T110E5, so I'm going to back up. I don't want to play with that. It's got so much premium pen. Yeah, unfortunately, I will not be able to fight that in the slightest. So not even going to bother. We've got the Tortoise over here, who maybe, just maybe, we're going to be able to get a shell into the side of. There we go, nice tap into the side of the Tortoise. So at least we got some damage this battle. And what do we have? We got the Mark 6, so you're going to see here, the Mark 6 in a hull down position is very hard to shoot at. And unfortunately, as I've said, I'm on PC, which means we're probably just going to be shooting at each other's cupolas for the next hour here. We do have the IS who pulled up, but there you go. You can see 10 degrees of gun depression makes this tank super, super deadly in the correct scenarios. You've got over 3,000 damage per minute in the tank, which is solid. There you go. That is an example of the cupola being very easy to penetrate. If you do know what you're doing and you know how to pen your shells, you can tap that cupola every single time. Now, unfortunately, that shell did not pen, and that was actually a spot-on shot at the cupola. So let's try again here. I know that he shot, so let's wait and... yeah, alright, so this is kind of pointless, because I just can't hit my shells on PC. So I'm not going to try and fight that right now. We'll go for a different tank. Let's see, we've got that Mark 6 not aiming at us. There you go, you can see, as I've said, as soon as you are able to get a shell on the side of the tank's turret, it's very, very easy to pen it. It's one big downfall of it. So I want to be careful here. Of course, I don't want to be penned by all of that. And I want to take out this E5, so I'm going to be pushing very, very aggressive. Just hopefully nobody starts shoving shells up my butt. So there we go, we were able to get into cover here. And because we out DPM this E5 by quite a bit, I'm not too worried. But I'm going to try and get a HESH shell right into the side of his tank. Actually, I can't. There we go, let's just tap him with a standard shell, try and wiggle it, there we go. Hopefully our team does a pretty solid job here. I'm just going to load premium and try and tap him in the turret ring. And that was a pretty solid result. Now we might be able to load the HESH. Let's see. This is the HESH, as you can see here. Let's go right into the rear of the Chieftain. 586. Very, very nice rolls. We're already at 3,500 damage. Now, unfortunately, we cannot pen the IS with HESH. Actually, you know what? There you go. 526. So you can see it. Using the HESH on this tank it's a game changer. You're able to get out crazy damage shots that you can't really in any other tank. So there we go. We still actually have a pretty solid chance to win this battle. I can't say we have the highest chance, but we definitely have a chance here that I thought could have penned, but we're going to back up and try and use this dead E5 as a little bit of hull armor. Let's see if that IS wants to peek. There we go, nice tap. So the IS-4 is now a one-shot. Let's back up before that WT is able to get us. Come on, T-30. Alright. And now I can load a high-explosive squash head, and there you go. So that is the Chieftain Mark 6. You can see it's an excellent tank in every single aspect. I I honestly think that this is a bundle worth getting. So here we go. We got the Vickers 526, and hopefully this T30. There you go. T30 knows what he was doing. So this is literally the first recording take on the battles, and you can see both of these games 5,000 damage battles. We earned a crap ton of credits. This is honestly the strongest tier 10 heavy you can get in pretty much every scenario, as you can see. I was able to push very aggressive in the heavy position. Now, granted that E5 wasn't the most skilled, but I was still able to completely change the outcome of both of the battles we had there, carrying both teams to victory. So, in my opinion, this bundle is actually worth it. It's 20,000 gold, you're getting the camo, you're getting it fully equipped. This isn't told from me by Wargaming, this is my personal opinion. It's like $60. It really isn't that expensive, and for what you're getting, if you wanted to get a tier 10 vehicle, this is the #1 tank to get. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. If you agree with me, if you disagree, let me know. But I personally think that this is one of the best, and it is a fantastic tank all around on speed, mobility, armor, gun depression. Let me know. But other than that, I hope you're all doing well out there. Stay happy, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next one.